Good morning, everyone. Hello. I am early, hopefully not too early. Everything feels like it's reversed again. I know it's not. Oh, I have said the words to other people this morning. No idea why my voice is doing weird things. Had an email serve on live as well, 15 minutes early. So, hello. Facebook has just reminded me that I have been living on the Isle of Wight for 10 years as of yesterday. Yeah. 10 years down here. I can't quite believe it, honestly, but yeah, I moved here when I was 34. Wow. Anyway, hello. Vox is here. Hi. Trusting UK is here. Hello. Welcome. How are you both? I have my hot chocolate. The dog has been allowed into the back garden to shout at the neighbour's dog, which is exciting. Dad's been doing all the household chores this morning, so cleaning up after the dog in the back garden and emptying out the wood burner, because they've been basically pretty much using it daily rather than turning the heating on, which is great for them. It's nice and warm and toasty down there. And I've just been hibernating under my dovet, which has also been very nice. And Shiana has enjoyed it as well because she comes and sits on me and it's all good. So not complain at all. Why does everything feel like it's backwards? It's probably not changed at all. It's probably just my imagination. It just feels backwards. Anyway, how is everybody? I have a little bit of bag prep still to do today. I need to cut out lining pieces for the bag that I'm going to be possibly making at the retreat, which I'm not going to show you until I've finished it because I want to make sure that I want to make this bag. But I've just had like a thought. There was one piece where it's like, I need to cut out a specific thing for a pocket. And know that, okay, add the, yeah, turn top stitch, okay. These pieces are such different sizes. Oh, okay. Fold in half from some natural edges in the middle. Oh, okay. So it's, oh, okay, okay. So yeah, no, the designer knew exactly what they were doing. Should stop doubting because I'm just like, yep. So Vox says, have you been feeling any better? Kind of. I'm just still all over the place, and I don't know if it's, well, I mean, the thing that's changed is that I'm now on HRT, so regular hormones as opposed to the fluctuating hormones that I had previously, making me feel that way, and it's now making me feel this way. I've got a fair bit done this week. I've got lots of stuff cut out. If you watch the Patreon behind the scenes waffle, then you know I've made some decisions regarding sew-alongs and fabrics and things like that. But yeah, it's been another weird week. But I think that's kind of normal when you start taking hormones in this way, is that you get weird fluctuations, and like the doctor did say, you know, you come back and we'll talk about it and adjust accordingly. So, you know, I knew there was going to be a period of adjustment. So yeah, and not quite so brain foggy this week. But yeah. Nice. Caroline's here. Happy Sunday to you too. Going to start drinking. Oh, it's so good. Joker says, you're early today, lol. Yes, I know. I was down here and I was like, do I just potter around for 15 minutes? And I was just like, you know what? No, let's just sit down and chat, because we all know that's what we're here for on a Sunday morning. And I apparently am fairly good at the waffle, so. I was just talking to Dad in the garden, because like I say, he's doing some like chores in the back garden and stuff to just tidy up and reset for the week. And Dad, I don't know how I manage it, but I managed to make Dad jump out of his skin all of the time. Like, I can't say it takes 10 years off his life because that man was, he's either like, you know, gonna immortal, or he was gonna live to like 20,000, and yeah. But I make him jump all the time, and I try like and announce myself and make noise and shuffle my feet and things so that he can hear me coming. But it's usually I'm like, please don't jump out of your skin, and he's like, oh! So I said to him today, I was like, do I need to wear a bell? And he was like, yes, actually that would be helpful. So I'm gonna go and look for a cowbell after. Mm. Anka's here. The Make 918 video is epic. Watched it so many times. Oh, thank you so much. I'm so glad you enjoyed it. Jacob Clee says, would you prefer porcelain or bronze? See, this is why I brought it up, because I knew you'd be the person to ask. I don't know. What would you recommend? Yeah, it was really fun having Nicola here to film that. And then she was here this Thursday when we started her skirt making. It's in my pile of things to progress to. 9076 first, then Nicola's skirt, then the rest of the stuff that I've got cut out. And she's coming back in 2 weeks, so not next Thursday, Thursday after. We're going to do the wardrobe edit for the remainder of the wardrobe that I haven't gone through yet, because I did a lot of that last summer. And then she's coming back at the end of February on the 28th to style all the pieces that I've made this year and create a capsule collection from them, which is going to be interesting. Which means I need to pull my finger out and actually make some clothes, because otherwise I'll have nothing to wear for the next couple of months. Jacob Clee says, for formal wear, I'd go with porcelain, lol, but for everyday wear, I'd go with bronze, lol. My mother-in-law had a fairly substantial collection of porcelain bells, and Dad collects bronze and brass bells. I like that I will have options. I think options is going to work well for me, yeah. Mim says, hello, lovely, how are you? I hope you're doing well. Very well, thank you. How are you? Slightly less confused this week, I think. Time will tell, but I'm feeling slightly less confused. Everything feels like it's in the wrong place. Oh, I don't know what's wrong with me. I don't know if something's flipped in my brain and I'm now seeing things differently, or if it actually has changed. It just feels like that has changed. And it hasn't, because I went back and looked at other videos and it's doing my head in. There we go. There we go. So I placed an order with So Hot yesterday for a few bits and pieces that I was lacking for Mum's bag kit and for the second bag kit of this bag that I want to make, because if it works out well, I'm actually going to splurge and use some leather and suede skins that I've had for quite a while now to make the second version of this bag. And I actually am planning a third version, because for the last retreat, I made the lining and the outer and then didn't put them together so that I could show people what we were aiming for with regards to kind of trimming or stitching points and things like that. And I think everybody found that quite helpful. So I'm going to do the same thing for a third bag, but that doesn't mean that I need to order some more bits and pieces. Which is fine. It's Super Bowl Sunday today, isn't it? I think. And the only reason I know that is because of Taylor Swift. It's a little early for all the American peeps. Although Jacob Cleese, you're here. And, I mean, you're a Canadian. I'm sorry. Like the link between America and Canada being on same sort of like continent. I didn't verbalize that before I came out with that word. I was not calling you American. Where you're Canadian. Yeah, sorry, thought process. Mouth talks quicker than brain sometimes. Jokingly says, it is lol. I had to go to town last night in the snow squall to get the last remaining ingredients for beer cheese dip. Lol. Nice. Are you I know that the Kansas City Chiefs are in it. Are they playing the 49ers? I think it's and I know that because of Adele. That's about it. Lisa says, morning, Sean. I'm sat here in my PJs eating boiled eggs and toast before grabbing a shower. Thank you for joining us this morning. Joker Clear says, yep, Chiefs versus 49ers. I got that right. I mean, who am I to doubt Adele? But yeah, that knowledge was gleaned from the very lovely Adele. So, yeah. Yep. I was on many tangents then, wasn't I? So yeah, I need to place another order with So Hot because I have run out of Decoville Heavy. This pattern, it does say it's a, in their star rating, out of 4, it's an intermediate pattern. And I appreciate that they're saying that it can be used with like a bunch of different fabrics. And so the interfacing that's been recommended is just fusible interfacing, middleweight, foam or fleece stabilizer, middleweight. And there's no actual like product recommendations. Now, I get that, but I mean, I think I've been spoiled, haven't I? I've been spoiled by Erica because she's done all the hard work and she's like, you want to do this for this type of fabric, you want to do this for this type of fabric, you want to do this for this type of fabric, and you want to do this for this type of fabric. And yeah, spoiled, basically. Totally spoiled. So but never mind. I am experimenting. That's why I'm making multiples of this bag and out of multiple different fabrics. So the first one I'm doing is out of a faux leather and a tweed. The second one I'm going to do, if I like the bag, which I think I will, I'm pretty sure I'm going to like this bag because it is gorgeous. And I bought the pattern ages ago and I've just not gotten around to doing it yet. But the second one I'm going to do is leather and suede, which will be a much more expensive bag, but beautiful. And then the third one that I'm going to do is going to be a quilting cotton, and I was going to get the Mora faux leather in the graphite color to go with it, and I think I still will, but I think I'm only going to use that for the base of the bag, the decorative detail, and the handle and the shoulder strap. And then the rest of the bag, because there's 2 panels that also should be cut out of faux leather if you use faux leather. I think the rest of the bag I'm going to do with some Lisa Chandler prints that I've got. I bought a fat quarter bundle from her that I couldn't resist. And I want to see if I can make that work because it's so pretty, but we shall see. Lisa says, after my reaction to losing the girls, doctor has diagnosed me with PTSD. It sucks. That doesn't surprise me at all. I'm so glad that you've got a diagnosis. And again, we are here for you to escape into if you need to. And Ari says, good morning, peeps. I will try to stay awake as long as possible. No guarantee. Yes, it's Super Bowl Sunday, like it's supposed to. And Niwa says, hello, everyone. Popping in from work today. Hello. Johanna says, good morning from rainy North Carolina. Good morning. And Ari says, not much more football fan, more of a fair weather football fan. I'm more of a figure skating fan. Figure skating is more graceful and glamorous. It is. That's for sure. I watched an interesting thing earlier today because, you know, I've shown some interest in the Super Bowl. So now all of my social media is serving me Super Bowl stuff because I've shown a minute bit of interest in it. But apparently the actual gameplay is like very, very minimal compared to the length of time of the actual games, which I thought was interesting. Fun fact about me, quite a few probably know this, I have mentioned this before, but I used to be a cheerleader for an American football team in the UK, the Ipswich Cardinals, and I was a cheerleader for them. So I have actually been to American football games, and I have actually, of course, I've actually dated an American football player, but the English, they be like, just enthusiasts equivalent. So yeah. That was back when I was 15, 16. So yeah, I used to be fairly kind of like jumpy and bouncy and athletic at some point. I'm definitely not anymore, but yeah, I used to be. Right, so I'm going to put my hot chocolate over to this side so that I don't forget it and create the hot chocolate monster that we are all worried about. Oh, I had some more samples. So I was going to wear, that's what I was going to do today. I was going to put skinny jeans on to try this coat on again, because a bunch of you were saying that this coat would probably look good with without the big skirts underneath of it. But we all know that the reason that I make these kinds of coats is because I like the big skirts. So my samples for the velvet that I want to use have come in, and in real life that one actually looks better, but on screen that one's looking better. That's interesting. Have I put the velvet on the same way? No. Let's turn that one so that they are, yeah, the nap's going in the same direction now. Has that made any difference? Yeah, that one's not looking, isn't that interesting? Ah. Is it just me, or is it actually showing up differently? But yeah, in real life, this one looks better, which is the, I think, vanilla. Yeah, vanilla. So I'm going to go for that one. But also me did a very stupid thing. So I had 4 meters of the Lena lining, the poly crepe from Lady McElroy, and they don't make this anymore because it wasn't popular, and they actually ended up rebranding it because it was supposed to be just dressmaking fabric, but I gave them the idea of rebranding it for like a lining, because I don't mind a polyester lining, but I don't want to wear a polyester next to my skin. And so that's why they've rebranded it to Lena linings. But I had 4 meters of it, and I used probably a meter to cut this part out, and then I've cut out a 3/4 circle skirt, and I've got a little bit left over for like lining the, this is all wrong, it's all the wrong way around, this yellow Sorrento jacket that I'm going to make. But I haven't got enough to extend the lining of this, so I am trying to decide how I'm going to tackle that, because I'm not sure what to do, because I don't want to take the entire lining out and waste the lining, because I love it. I think it's gorgeous. But I am going to make that coat longer, which I know annoyed some people when I said that. But yeah, I think it'll get worn if I make it longer. So I'm going to make it longer. I need to sort that collar out as well. Oopsie. Now the stuff's making a bit of freedom. Yeah. Need to work out what I'm going to do with the lining. So I'm thinking I'm going to, because they don't make that crepe anymore, and I haven't seen it online, so I'm thinking I'm just going to embrace it and just extend the lining with a complementary solid color and see like what happens. But I don't know. Lisa says use the same lining used for the sleeves. Maybe I do have some more of that, but it is a cream and I'm not sure. Conda antithesis fabric. I'm going to see if there's anyone online that has the Lena lining, because Ooh, oh no, it's the wrong colorway. Damn it. They've got the so I could get a little bit more from Lady McElroy and just use the opposite colorway because the background is the same. It's just got more kind of reddy tones in it, like the flowers. Those kind of reddy flowers are the bit that are different. What color are those flowers on this one? Trying to find those flowers on this one. Why am I struggling with this so much? What color are the flowers on this one? Oh, they're just okay. So the flowers on this one are kind of like this. Again, everything's the wrong way around. The flowers on this one are navy, so it's this flower, and then on the lining on this one, they are like a reddy color. So I could get a little bit more of it and do that, and that would look fine because it would be different, but it wouldn't be like glaringly like one's a solid and one's a print. And yeah, so that's my jacket with the Lena lining in it, which they took and showed. I lent it to them for a couple of weeks. Yeah, they've not got. Oh, no, that's cotton. Everyone's got the cotton. Nobody's got the. Yeah, so I think that's what I'll do is get myself a couple more meters of the opposite colorway or the separate colorway, the different colorway, and use that. Lisa says, my pattern for the wrap dress arrived. Only 10 pattern pieces, including the ties. Have you sewn with cotton lawn? I need to save up for 3.5 meters of fabric to make it now. I love cotton lawn. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. It's one of my favorite things to sew with. It's the majority of my Lady McElroy dresses are either cotton lawn or viscose. Jojo says, just popping in to say hello, happy Sunday and all, off to celebrate our daughter-in-law's birthday. Oh, happy birthday to her. So, yay. Sandula Creations says, yay, made it to a live. Morning, peeps. Good morning. Sue says, good morning, all. Good morning. Lisa, I've read that one. Inara says that for Lisa, so sorry your diagnosis is it's apt considering. One day at a time, that's all you could wish for. Definitely. Tristan's here. Good morning. Darcy, I'm Artie Blade. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Nimue says, can you get the extended lining panels out of the skirt pieces? Yes, but I want the skirt. So I'm going to make the skirt. Yeah, Lisa says, thanks, Anari. The doctor has given me medication and referred me to the mental health team to get some proper help. This is good. Mim says, you can do a blue and cream striped lining at the bottom. Ooh, that would look nice. I still think I'm going to go for the opposite colorway of the fabric. And Ari says, for Lisa, smiley face. And Tia says, morning. Just think I found your colorway on Minerva. Ooh, do they have the actual lining? Thank you. Because I just got a oh, words are hard. I just got the yeah, and I still apparently can't speak. The cotton lawn on Minerva. Let me have another look. Thank you, because if they have it, I will get it. Anaconda. Anaconda. Gimme. No listings found. You're kidding. You just showed me something. Anaconda antithesis. up with an art gallery fabric. Honestly. Lady McElroy, Anna Conda. I know you've got some on there. Why are you just being stupid? It's not working. Never. I was going to get my laptop out to have a look on my laptop because I hate searching on my phone and you're on my laptop, so that's not going to happen. Lisa sends love to Inari. Jane says, good morning all. Just done some cutting out and some simple sewing of a sweatshirt and sweater vest today. Nice. Lisa says, sorry if I've asked this before, but what is the difference between cotton and cotton lawn fabric? Okay, so you can Google, obviously. I like this book. Let's see if this book will tell us. Because there's a million different types of cotton, and there's lots of different types of cotton lawn as well. What does this one have to say? Well, okay, it has no cotton in here. So how are we classing 22222? Why is it all the way back here? Oh, okay, because it was like a burn test. Okay. Have we got lawn? Yes, 223. I was just talking about, you would think they would have like a whole section on cotton and all of its properties, but they do not, which I am very shocked about. They've got cotton flannel, cotton shirting, which they talk about in depth, and that's it. Okay, so it depends on the weave and the weight. And oh, Tia, you've put the link in the Facebook group. Thank you so much, because I am struggling. For Shan, the first thing that came up. Oh no, that is, oh, hang on. Yes, they're there. They've got 8.6 meters in stock. Smoky blue, they've called it. That's amazing. Oh, no wonder I couldn't find it, because it's just Lady McElroy Lena crepe fabric. Why have they not put the... Oh, it's there. Okay. Okay. Brilliant. Thank you so much. That is amazing. I will purchase some so that I can finish my coat off, because I think that will be the best. Awesome. Right. So there's a million different types of cotton. Quilting cottons tend to have thicker fibers and are slightly looser weaves. Cotton lawns, going up to the very fine ones, they are thinner fibers and much tighter weaves. They have more, so they're still a crispy fabric, but they have more drape than some other cottons. Again, I'm no expert. I would 100% Google the difference between the different types of cottons, because there's batiste, there is flannel, there is cotton twill. So that's a different type of weave as well, and that's what I've used for a couple of my coats. There's loads of different ones. Yeah, I'm showing my ignorance here, but cotton lawn tends to be, I started making my stuff out of quilting cottons because they had the best prints on them. But then I discovered Lady McElroy, who have awesome prints and that I love. And also Quilting Cotton behaves really nicely and does what you tell it to. But then so does Cotton Lawn. So yeah, I would Google. I would Google. That's my usual thing when I don't know. But again, I can't because you're on my computer. So I can't Google because you're there. But as I have said many times, I am no expert and I have never claimed to be because I'm completely self-taught. So yeah, I do have some new Patreon peeps to say hi to. The very lovely Nana has joined the Patreon peeps, which gave me a very nostalgic feeling when that name came up because my dad's mum was Nana to me. And then also the very lovely Kathleen Thomas has joined the Patreon peeps as well. So thank you to both of you. Very much appreciated. And I have remembered to do it in a fairly timely fashion. Only 31 minutes into today's waffle. Archie Blade says, I was at an estate sale and bought 6 yards of what I think is wool, paid $3 for it. I did a burn test and it turned to ashes. Do I just chuck it in the wash or is there a better way to pre-wash? Oh, again, not an expert. With wool, if you're unsure, cut a 10 centimeter swatch or a 4x4 inch swatch. And you want to be precise with your measurement because once you've put it through however you want to treat the final thing that you make with it, you want to measure it again. So if you know when it went in, it was 10 centimeters by 10 centimeters or 4 inches by 4 inches, which I think are the same thing. They are, well, similar, but you know, like those two things. Once it's gone through the wash, you can then iron it flat and measure it. And if it's shrunk, that will give you an idea of the amount that your fabric will shrink by when you wash it. So you can make a decision as to if it's no shrinkage, you might, do I wash this at all? If it's a case of estate sort of like musty smell, then maybe try Febrezing it and line drying it for a while if that works. Lots of people take fabric to their dry cleaners, especially wool. So if you're planning on, if it's coat weighting fabric and you're going to make a coat out of it, you're never going to wash your coat. So, and I mean, unless it depends on the type of coat, but a structured tailored coat, it's unlikely that you're going to wash that thing. I don't wash mine. I have them dry cleaned. So take it to your dry cleaners. Not all dry cleaners will dry clean lengths of fabric. Some will, some won't. So check beforehand, especially if it's 6 meters and it's heavy. But basically you want to treat it in the way that you're going to treat the thing that you're making with it. Some people put, if they have a big enough tumble dryer, they will put the wool in the tumble dryer with a damp towel so that you get some steam. So that kind of steams it. So it's not technically washing it. So again, the answer is kind of like, it depends. Google. But if you're determined to wash it, my top tip would be cut off a swatch that is a specific size. 10 centimeters is good because working out percentages from something like that is easy. Wash it, treat it how you would, iron it, and see if it's shrunk and if it actually needs to be washed in that way. Tia says you're welcome. Thank you so much, Tia. That's very kind of you. Lisa says thanks, Sean. Sorry I wasn't more helpful. Lisa says I'm going to name you the Fabric Oracle. No, definitely not. Nimaway says a few years ago the Stitch sisters made a video series about fabric types, so they got lots of samples to show on video, so that might be helpful. Oh yes, and Bianca did a similar video about fabric types on her channel as well, and I think if you probably put that in the search bar on YouTube, you get a lot of different people telling you different things. I am so surprised. Maybe they just think like, you know, like everybody should know that about those fabrics, but I'm really surprised that they didn't have more details in here. Like we've got one for flannel. We've got a whole 2 pages on flannel and what machine feet to use with it and what stitch length is recommended and top stitching, closures, hem, thread, needles, interfacing, cutting, marking, layout, the whole lot. But in fact, yeah, but no, it nothing on cotton in here other than that little bit at the back, which is very odd. So I'm surprised, or maybe I'm just looking in the wrong place. But the only mention of lawn is that it doesn't make a good lining because it's sticky and will stick to other things. Sorry, I've just read we're at the lining page again, and it says acetate. 100% acetate ravels excessively, does not breathe, wrinkles, and retains perspiration stains. So why would anyone use it? Acetate is good for menswear since it comes in prints and pinstripes. Why would anyone use it? Put it on the boys. Oh, that's really funny. So acetate, I was convinced that acetate was like a polyester fiber, but it is a plant-based fiber from what I could discover. Is it in here, or is it just in here at that little bit? Yeah, no, there's no like actual 2 pages on. They have a page on African mudcloth. African mudcloth is a rather firm ethnic fabric. It is woven in 6-inch wide strips that are joined by hand to make up fabric width. The fabric is sold by the piece rather than by the yard. Who knew? But yeah. Let's see. Archibald says, thank you. I was thinking I would try a coat. It is ambitious, but for the cost, I don't mind ruining it. Oh, totally. Play around. You know, that's the kind of perfect fabric to play around with coat making, because as you say, you can test out different things. I mean, that was why the first proper tailored coat that I did was that green velvet one, because it was my sister-in-law's curtains. So if it all went horribly wrong, what I had wasted was time and a bit of interfacing, not hideously expensive £20 a metre wool coating. And that's another reason that I then moved on to making hideously expensive £20 a metre wool coats, because I eventually want to work up to finding the perfect coat for me, which I have a feeling is going to be the 6800 to make out of Harris tweed, which is £65 a metre, because I have expensive tastes apparently. I mean, we all knew this though, didn't we? We all knew this. Lisa says, okay, I'm going to go grab a shower, taking the laptop with me, no peeking, okay. Lol. Nimue says, acetate should be chemically be close to vinegar. When I did my lab course, the easiest way to test for acetates was smelling for vinegar. Fun time being the only one in the lab without a stuffy nose. Not. Oh yeah. Interesting. Because I love the Lotus lining from Lady McElroy, which is a viscose acetate blend. And it's derived from, it's a man-made fiber derived from cellulose. Purified cellulose is obtained from wood pulp using a chemical reaction with acetic acid and acetic anhydride with anhydride with sulfuric acid. The fabric has a luxurious feel and appearance, but it's also very delicate in its pure form and must be hand washed. Maybe that's why they blend it with viscose. Interesting. So polyester and acetates are both man-made materials. Polyester is a synthetic material made from polymer polyester filaments. Acetate fibers are considered semi-synthetic since they are made by processing wood pulp with acetic acid. Acetic acid is what's in vinegar, isn't it? So that's interesting. The more you know. Who knew that chemistry would come into yeah. Hmm. The more you know. You need that like little rainbow. The more you know. Oh dear. So I need to cut out a lining for a bag and some interfacing. Can I remember what I did with my spare interfacing? Because I need to buy some more of that as well. Bag making is so expensive. It's so worth it, but oh my gosh, isn't it expensive? Did I put the interfacing in here? Apparently I did not. I do have some foam though, but this foam is for the laptop sleeve that I want to make. So I need to work out what hardware I need for that as well. Not a lot. Not a lot. It's basically hardware to make a I'm going to turn you around because I want to go around here anyway. So let's go around here because we need to do oh no, we need to get this one out because before we go around there, we need to get the kit out that I want. I've got so many bag projects that I want to make. I could do this. I've also wanted to make a sky bag as well. I've got the kit for that. We can do it. We can do it. We can do it. So come round here. Actually, I probably should get those boxes out and put you on those boxes. Otherwise, you're going to be talking to my waist for the rest of the hangout. And we don't want that, do we? Let me grab you some boxes to sit on so that you can actually see me. I'm having another chaotic day, if you couldn't tell. Okay, just bear with me. No one gets seasick, please. There we go. You are now precariously balanced on top of my lingerie kits and bag kits, but you can see me. I am here. Hello, how are you? Right, so I need to cut out lining pieces. And I also need to work out what I need to buy to make some more, because as I say, I want to make at least 2 more of these bags, not including the one that's mostly cut out. This is a Carter messenger bag kit, but it needs swivel clasps. So I need to grab some paper so I can make a note of what I need to buy, because I've been trying to do it from memory and we all know how well that goes. So got some paper. So and I'll make note of what bag it is and what I need for that bag as we go, because that makes sense, doesn't it? So for the Carter messenger bag, so I want to do 2 more of those because I've got a gold kit and I bought these half moon closures, so I want to do the same thing that I did previously for that one. So I am going to need 2 times 1 inch swivel clasps. Okay, and then I want to do a rose gold one out of the tapestry, butterfly tapestry. So I need basically, so I need a 1/2 meter of the Gulf Coast Mora, and then I'm not sure what else I've got, and I need some more of that. Then I also need to make a kit for the 3rd one of these because I've got a 2nd kit already done out of the rainbow. I'm so excited to be using the rainbow fabric. Oh, it's so pretty. It's so pretty. This is the combo that I'm doing for the first one. And then I do have 2 leather skins for the second one. This is the lining fabric that I happen to have in stock. It's Michael Miller Fairy Frost. So it's not quite like a perfect match for those 2 blues, but it's the closest one that I've got. And this bag actually has like a top level of the bag that's the outer leather or faux leather. So I think the Fairy Frost is going to look really nice on the inside. So yeah. And then I've ordered some of, sorry, my tights are falling down yet again. And then I've ordered some of the Hoffman Geode Purple for the second kit because it's going to be out of that leather there, which is going to be very pretty. Right. So, yeah, I just need swivel clasps. And that's going to be the yellow, the gold is going to be the yellow Mora, because I think I have enough of that left to do that one. And then I want to make another one of these bags out of, with a gold hardware kit. So I need to order an entire, I need to make an entire other kit for that one. Oh, words are hard. I know what I mean. So Sleep Repeat says, morning everyone, not sure where we are at, but I'm so excited I caught a live. It's been a while. Welcome. Jojo, I can read. Joker Clee says, shall I describe it for you or would you like me to get you a box? So Vintage Glam. Una says, lovely to see the whole dress, Shan. Well, this one, this is Minerva Crafts scuba. Nimoy says, so many bag projects on the mind, and already I have 2 fabric styles that I want to look for the possible retreat bag. Yeah. So after talking to you on Thursday, Nimoy, you started me thinking about the possible retreat bag and print placements for the decorative panel, which made me get out my Lisa Chandler fabrics, because I was just thinking that let's see. That's really, I want to make another one. I am not ruling out making a 4th one of this because I really love this bag. And I have a lot of this fabric, but the thing is, if I do like a 4th one, then I need to buy bits to make a silver hardware kit. Oh, that one would be so pretty. So yeah, I was thinking of doing that one. And then I've also got This Lisa Chandler fat quarter. Oh, I don't know if any of the bits are going to be the right size. Oh, I think. Oh, yeah. No, I think I can do it this way. Or is that too big? Obviously not with the blue. This would be why I would get in the grey. So I was thinking that one, or there is also come here and behave. If I did use that one, I would need to piece the underneath fabric just at the bottom so that I could position. I think the cream one looked better, didn't it? Or maybe this. That looks nice. Yeah, so I have that, which came with a whole bunch of like other ones that match. But then somehow I've ended up with this in my stash as well, and this has gold on it. And I was just thinking that this is a lining for this with some of these other ones as because you'd think that this one would go with this, but this is silver and this is gold. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So I'm thinking I want to do a third one of the possible retreat bag with this set, and then also maybe a fourth one with this because it's so pretty. It's so pretty. Oh, it's so pretty. And I have like all the matching prints that go with it as well. I want to do all the things. I want to do all the things. That's the only print that came with it that I didn't overly love because it didn't have any sparkle on it. All the rest of them have got sparkle. Because we all know I'm a magpie, right? We all know. We all know. Magpie Sean. So, yeah, that's what I'm thinking. And it won't hurt to make the retreat bag like a million times because I'll get it down then. So, that's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. Juniper says, morning peeps. I'm waiting for a delivery including a pair of pliers so I can fasten the hardware for the key fobs I stupidly bought without the pliers, and the darning loom and weaving book. Oh, did you watch Morgan Donna's latest video? She'd got one of those little weaving looms. It was like a darning thing. I can't remember exactly what she called it. But it was a really fun video, and that rainbow coloured sock wool that she started darning everything with, the tartan that came out of that on that sock was just like, oh, that's so pretty. So yeah. Vox says, have you made any bags with real leather? Yes, I have made a couple. My Celine that I did for the very first sewing retreat. Let's see if I've got actual pictures of it. That one was leather. I do love that bag. So there's one of them. Do I have a picture of the actual leather one? I must do. Surely I do. I have a picture of the inside of it with my KB thing, and it's on the leather patch that goes with the leather on the outside of the bag. Do I not have any photos of that bag? Oh, it's the one that's in the retreat, in the sew along, I think. But yes, the green parts on that are real leather. So I have made a couple of leather bags. Do I have any of the other ones I have pictures of? I don't think I do. I've got a couple of skins up there. Yeah, so I've got 2 of the kind of like purpley ones and then a sort of bright blue one that are going to go together for the second attempt at this bag. I've got a mustardy yellow calf suede, and I've got 2 pewter silvery skins that I want to make a hobo bag out of, I think. Yeah. Joker Clee says, I know I'm pretty, but I'm not that pretty. You can't mistake me for Jojo, lol. Oh, welcome to my brain. Gin and Pin says, I'm excited to see the laptop bag. I still need to make one for mine. So I think it's actually going to end up being a sleeve rather than a bag, because I don't really like the side panels that on the original, which is why I didn't release the pattern at the time, because I just wasn't a fan of the side panels. So I think it's just going to be a sleeve, but it's still going to have a closure and like a shoulder strap. And the one that I made previously actually fits perfectly inside of the Annette handbag, which I had also done a laptop sleeve internal to the Annette handbag, which worked, but wasn't my favorite. But the shoulder strap is interchangeable between the two because I made them out of the same fabrics. So if you just want the laptop sleeve, you can just put that on. And then if you want to have more stuff, including like your charger and things like that, then that's why I made my Power Trip bag from Annie. And so it's going to be a sleeve rather than like a bag. Yeah. Nimoy says yes. And Fox says that looks amazing. Sorry, that looks awesome. Words are hard. Joker Claire says, ooh, me likey the blue and the patterned gold. Oh, do you? Oh, interesting. Because currently this one is going to be. Oh, just random pin. Obviously, I'm going to have I have centered the. Why is everything the wrong way around? But yeah, that's what that one's going. Except I've centered like a piece of the tweed so that it's better positioned. Oh, la, 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 la. Joker Clue says, and don't forget to mangle that like button, folks. Yes, please. There's 82 of us and 26 likes. Mim says the cream one looks awesome. Yeah, that's going to be so pretty. So Asleep Repeat says, I'm sorry, I totally missed what bag pattern it is. Could someone clue me in? I haven't clued anyone in. I am not telling you because it is going to be the bag that I'm possibly going to be teaching at the retreat. So I need to make it first to see if I actually like it. And if I do, then I will announce it to the peeps and they will get access to the videos first. And then after the sewing retreat, so in May, in May, you will get the videos for my interpretation of sewing the bag pattern together. I will probably show you guys in a what I made in February video for what bag it is, possibly, maybe. I might hold off and not show you until the end of May. The retreat peeps get the sneaky peeks. So, yes. Rox says, do you sew the leather with a normal sewing machine? Yep, my 830 does it beautifully. I use a leather foot. So, actually, technically, this is a roller foot. So, these are actually little rollers on here. So, it helps obviously, it will move and not stick. You can use a Teflon foot. you can use, there's a proper leather foot which has a big wheel on it as well, but again, obviously I'm talking for a Bernina. I'm sure other machines have similar comparable feet for their machines as well. Leather needle, you want to practice through all the thicknesses of fabrics that you're going to be sewing together to see what the feed dogs do, because it's a really soft leather. The feed dogs can actually really damage the leather. I discovered that when I was making a commission bag for another. That's one of the other leather bags that I've done. I discovered that when I was making a commission for somebody. So I ended up sewing that bag with, do I have photos of the commission bag? I do. There we go. Yeah. So that's quilting cotton and leather as well. So yeah, I ended up sewing the top of the leather with tissue paper underneath of it between the leather and the walking foot, and because when you're top stitching leather you tend to use a longer stitch length, it was a bit of a pain in the ass, but I did go through with tweezers and pick out all the tissue paper from the top stitching once it was done and the leather was protected, and it worked fine. You can get again, it very much depends on the thickness of leather as well. So like the leathers that I'm talking about, possibly using for the second iteration of my bag, these are very thin. I don't know if this one still has its sticker on. I think I took the sticker off, which was done, but this company doesn't exist anymore anyway. So it's absolutely glorious, this, but it is very, 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 very thin, very thin. So it's not like some hides that you can get that are super thick. So a lot of the designer bags are made from much thicker leathers that are hand stitched together with saddle stitches and things, and you have to scribe the edges, and you need specialist machines to sew those ones. These leathers are probably, and the company that they did come from specialize in making gloves and leather goods like that, so these are very, very thin, which is why they work on a domestic sewing machine. I think I do have my silver ones. We'll go and grab the silver ones. They're thicker, but not a lot thicker. So yeah, these ones, this one is just ever so slightly thicker, but again, it's like a really, really, really fine leather. I think these are actually goat skins, and I think those ones back there are goat skins as well, as opposed to cowhide. So they're comparable to the vinyls and the like Mora leather and things that I have used previously. Yeah. Lisa says, I'm back, nice shower. I received a surprise of flowers delivered this morning from the friend, sending me love after losing the girls. They are stunning, and I cried. Oh, that's such a lovely friend. How nice of her. And Ari says, I just watched Morgan Donna's video before I watched yours. I always enjoy watching her videos. They're so chaotic but fun. Gin and Pin says the original was called a Speedweave, I think. Yes, that's what she called it. They are quite pricey. I've ordered a cheap knockoff. It comes with hooks and needles for picking up lost stitches. I'm thinking of a sleeve for a laptop. Oh, that's good, because that's what I'm planning on releasing, I think, if I can make it work. And Ari says she was demonstrating Swiss darning. Yeah, she did that as the little bit on the sock as well, didn't she? Which was where you kind of like re-knit, because the first one was the weaving, and then the other one was kind of like Swiss darning. It was really interesting. Jane says, do you have a show and tell video of bags you have made and some that you might make in the future? I do have an entire video of all the bags I have ever made, and that went up last year. So yes, I do. Joker Clee says, what do you use for needles for sewing leather? I'm sorry, I'm sorely tempted to ninja my brother's old Husqvarna, aka my grandmother's sewing machine, for doing leather work, and I wouldn't mind knowing that. Do I have any? Yeah. Okay, so it's basically a leather needle. They come in different sizes, but they are much, much sharper. They're like a knife. So they have they're pointier, and they have like cutting surfaces on the sides as well as the point. And like I say, you get them in different sizes. They are expensive because they usually come in packs of one. But that is what you use on, or that's what I use on my machine some of the time. Some of the time I will use a Microtex because they are sharper as well. I wonder if Mum's got any. No. Oh, no, here we go. So she's got 130 Schmetz leather needles. I don't know if you're going to be able to see, but they are, you're not going to be able to see. Ooh. They do have kind of like a they're kind of curved behind the eye as well, so there's more room for the thread because you tend to use thicker threads. I don't. The big thing I have about bag making is, especially with if you're using leather or faux leather, once you've put a hole in it, there's no going back. And I don't tend to use visible or contrasting thread for top stitching, because if it goes even a little bit wrong, especially on leather or faux leather, there's no going back, and it's so glaringly obvious. If you're using a fabric like denim or twill or corduroy or something like that, then yeah, sure, go for contrasting top stitching because you can take that out and retry. But with leather, there's like one go in and that's it. Like my red Carter Messenger bag, I got a tuck in it, and thankfully it's the bottom at the back, and no one's ever going to notice. But there are holes there that will be there forever. So yeah, that's the one thing. Is kind of high stakes sewing because there's no going back if you fluff up, which is a bit annoying, but it is what it is. But yeah, there are leather needles. So yes, Fox says yes. That's more on the thin side and gorgeous color. Yeah, I'm so sad that Petards have shut down. I'm so sad. And Ari says, I'm thinking a size 18 or 20 if I remember correctly. What, for Morgan Donna's video? I don't remember. Joker Clee says, oh, there's a couple of places in Winnipeg that still specialise in leatherwork, so I'll check them out when I'm next in town. And so it looks like kind of like a sharp-in bodkin then. If I knew exactly what a bodkin looked like, because in my head it's one thing and I'm thinking it might be something else in your head. Because a bodkin in my head is something that you thread fabric through and then put thread through and then tighten with like a little circle that goes over it that you then pull things through. But I don't know if we're thinking of the same thing. I might be completely incorrect. Yeah. Right. So I need to see if I've got I need to see, do I have strap ends in here? I do not have strap ends in here. That's good because I know I've got some strap ends. So right. Bag making kit. And Ari says, I'm sorry, I was referring to leather needles. Oh, okay. So in my understanding from the needles that I know, they come from size 60 to like 130. So 18 or 20 is not registering with me, but again, I'm not an expert, so I don't know. Catherine says, afternoon, all gorgeous nails, Sean. Thank you. Very mermaid-esque. They're kind of slightly pointier than I had intended. I think I've ended up with stiletto nails nearly rather than almond, but very pretty. Very pretty. Right, so I need 2 metal rectangular rings that are 1 inch. I have this. I need 2 metal D rings that are 1 inch. I have this. I need 2 magnetic snaps in gold. I do not have this. So we need to, oh no, hang on. We need to put this down here. Name of bag. Gold. Need magnetic snaps times 2. I do have the silver ones though, which is good. And I ought to get the silver stuff out as well, because I know I've got silver and sugar. So they're good. They're good. 1 adjustable slider. Strap sliders. Strap sliders. Oh, I have gold in the correct size. I do not have silver, but I do have gold. So that's good. So I need silver 1 inch strap slider. Swivel hooks. This is what I need because I don't have any, I don't think, in the correct size. Oh, no, I have silver swivel hooks in the correct size. But I do need gold swivel hooks. So gold 1 inch swivel hooks times 2. And then beats and strap-ins. You are gunmetal. I have gold strap-ins, so I need silver 1 inch strap-ins. One, two, three, 4. So I need, I've got gold purse feet, so I need purse feet in silver. Okay. That was the only addition I'd made, wasn't it? Okay, so I need to make bags for the kits so that I know what they are. And I need to label them so that I know what they are. Okay. So let's see. Catherine says 18 equals 120, I think. And Ari says, that's right, the sizing is different on your side of the pond. I had no idea. So Catherine says, correction, 18 is 110. Mary Ellen says, Schmetz has 110, 18, also with 130, 705 designation, US. Good morning, peeps. Good morning. Catherine says, Schmetz are my go-to for all machine needles. Same. I did used to buy the Bonita ones, but they were ridiculously expensive for exactly the same thing. So, no. Schmetz it is. Honestly, though, I tend to use a size 70 universal for pretty much everything, including bag sewing. Sometimes I'll use an 80 for bag sewing or like my denim jackets and things like that. But yeah, I tend to use the same thing. Like I will use a Microtex needle for very fine fabrics, and I will obviously use a ballpoint or jersey or stretch needle, and they are all 3 separate types of needles. I'll use those as well. Yeah. Yep. Gold hardware kit for Lisa Chandler fabric, and I need to buy some of the graphite Mora for that as well. So there's that one. Okay. Now, there's 2 strap ends in here and 2 strap ends. There's a set of 4 strap ends in this, but I only need 2 for this bag and 2 for the Carter. So those are both now done. Right, so I'm going to use this kit to work out what I need in rose gold for the Carter messenger bag kit for that. But then I've also got the silver. Don't need a giant. Why have I only got like super giant bags or teeny tiny bags? Why have I got nothing in between? Never mind. Giant bags it is then. So we've got the same bag, and I nearly read out the name then, and I'm supposed to be keeping it a secret. Silver hardware kit for Lisa Chandler Melba. And I don't need to buy any fabric for that because I have all of it. So I just need the hardware, and I don't need. I can take out some of these because I only need 2 of these. I don't need all of these. I need 2 of those. And 2 of those. So the hardware for that is going to arrive. So that's those two kits on those two fabrics. These can go back in their respective drawers. And so those are done. So now I need to work out what I need for the Carter messenger bag kit. Now I'm not going to do half moon magnets on that one, so I need normal magnets. Do I have normal magnets in rose gold? I don't think I do. I do not. Oh, hang on. I've only got one. Well, that's annoying. I shall use that for got one rose gold magnet, but I need two. Although I do have these, which was something else that I was considering using, so I think I will use that instead. Do I want to use those? Got these press locks that's also good for the Carter messenger bag. Do I want to use those? I don't think I do. I think I want... No, I do. So I don't need magnets. I've got these. That's a small bag. My bag containing my tiny bags is smaller just than my bag containing things. So, right, rose gold. So in you go. Okay, so I need 3/4 inch D-rings in rose gold. Pretty sure I have these. Are you 3/4 inches or are you bigger? You're 1 inch. Oh, bugger. I've got 1/2 inch and 1 inch, but I don't have 3/4 inch in rose gold. Do I? No. I've got 1 1/2 inch. Well, that's annoying. So we need 2 3/4 inch D-rings. Need a 1 inch strap slider because I don't think I have one of those, but let's just check. Oh, no, I do. Yes, 1 inch strap slider, have that, that's good. 1 inch rectangular rings. I have those, yay. 1 inch rectangular rings. So, swivel clasps. 1 inch swivel clasps. I do not have those. So I need 2 times 1 inch swivel clasps. And I think I need purse feet as well. Purse feet, yes, I need those, and strap ends. I don't need strap ends. I think I've got 1 inch strap ends. I have 1 inch strap ends. So purse feet. So that is the Carter messenger in in the butterfly tapestry. Okay, and then for my laptop bag, so laptop, we need swivel clasps and strap sliders. And strap ends. Okay, so I've got the strap slider, I have got the strap ends, because I can use 2 from this because I only need 2 for that. So I need the 1 inch, and this is in rose gold or copper, rose gold, 1 inch swivel clasps. I have the strap sliders, D-rings, I need D-rings. But I'm ordering D-rings for the Carter Messenger bag, and it comes in a pack of 4, so I can use 2 of those. So that's 2 3/4 inch D-rings. So that is that one and that one. Don't need purse feet. So it's just for the strap and for the holders, and then everything else is rivets. So yeah, done. Okay, I'm going to put that away because that's the only piece of hardware that I've got for that, but I know I have it, so that's good. Okay, so I have my shopping list for So Hot, and I was worried that because basically if you spend over £50 you get free shipping, and I was worried that I wasn't going to reach that, but I am totally going to reach over £50 to get all these things, because I also need to get some Decoville heavy, and I'm going to go to Helices for the Violin G700 because that worked really well for the other bags that I've made. So I need some Decoville heavy, and I also need bag foam. So I have a shopping list. Yay! That's not my shopping list. That's my shopping list. I have a shopping list. That is good. And that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 more bags. Okay. We can do this. We can do this. Yeah, so I'll put that over there, and then I can order that when I get off of here with you guys. Oh, let's see. Catherine says 70 microtex for wovens. Even for the coat, I'm finishing off the folkwear frock coat this time for my partner in charcoal lamb's wool Melton. Interesting. So you use like a microtex for everything. I think it really depends, doesn't it? So like, I tend to use the regular size 70 needle because it works for me, and I can hear when it dulls, like it starts making a puncture noise, so I change my needle when it dulls. And the reason that I use the 70s and 80s predominantly is because I buy the 100 pack of Schmetz ones from Amazon, which is like 25 quid for 100 needles. And for the amount of sewing that I do and the amount that I get through, that is much better value than buying like the kind of like little individual packs. I do have those for the specialist needles, like the jerseys, the microtexes, the embroidery, leather, etc., etc., etc. But yeah, I do tend to buy the 100 packs and just work with those because it's better value. and then just change the needle slightly more frequently when it starts to dull. I've seen lots of people make videos about the fact that you don't need to change your needle very often, and people that are telling you that you should are just asking you to waste money, and it's an elitist thing. That was the funniest one that I saw. I'm going to sit down again. Let me come around and put some stuff slightly away. Right, let's bring you, so you're going to sit on the side for a second. So you sit there so that I can bring these down so I can put you back up. There we go. That's better. Right. Oh. Oh, you're wonky. You're really wonky. You're sitting on top of all of my rulers. That's what you're doing. Is that better? You're less wonky now? Slightly. Right. So this is my bag of stuff. So I've got my Horizon bag kit in there. This is my Lisa Chandler knitting bag kit. It's like a tote bag. I made one for, well, no, I didn't make it. Mum got given one from Nia and Big Bird because as a thank you for their tickets for the Festival of Quilts. And I bought myself, Mum's is the black version, so the background is black, not cream. And so I bought myself this one. And Lisa, bless her, she was there and she was just like, you've got the pattern already, haven't you? I was like, yeah. She was like, let me take it out and I'll take a bit off for you. So I got the kit with just the fabrics. So there's all of the fabrics that I need in there to make that bag, which I need to do. I bought one of these for Rachel and sent it to her as a birthday present, or possibly a Christmas present one year. With the, I did say, it's like, if you would like Mum and I to make it for you, you can send it back and we will. And she's like, no, I will make it. And then I don't think she even knows where the kit is now. I've got a cut out, ready to sew up Penny in down there at Sky and Janine. So, see if I can fit. Let's see if I can fit these in. Will you go into the box and stay in the box? And because I don't want to try and squeeze you back into the fabric stash. Yeah, you fit in there. That's good. So those are in there. And then I've got my stuff to make a Janine from. So I've got a really pretty turn lock, a single link chain strap, 44 inches, and then the strap clip with D-ring, which are really clever little things for the Janine. And I've got some beautiful faux leather with roses on it, and I think I want to do that one. But the only thing with the Janine is I don't want to do the top stitched piece across the top. I want it to be all smooth. So I need to get around to doing that one as well. And then the other one that I've got, which I was planning on maybe doing with those leathers that I showed you earlier, is the Sky. So I have weeny little magnet and weeny little strap slider and D-rings and little swivel clasps. I've got a bunch of 3/4 inch swivel clasps because this was the size that I used for my key fobs. So I have loads of those. So I really need to pull my finger out and get around to sewing some of those up. But that is my bag making kits done. So those can go back under here. And then this is the underwear kit box, which at some point I will get over my irrational fear of sewing knickers and mixing knickers. And that's the thing that I need to place the order for. We can do it. We can do it. We can do it. Let's see. Diane says, "Hola from Southwest Texas. Somehow I find it satisfying getting together the bits and pieces for hardware for a bag. I'm enjoying watching you do it." Oh, that's good. Yes, thank you very much for tolerating me doing this today, because it is something that I do enjoy doing with company more than I enjoy doing by myself, for sure. Joker Clee says, "You can do it. Get your old ass in the end zone." Bonus points if you know what movie that's from, but hint, it involves Burt Reynolds, Terry Crews, and Adam Sandler. Oh, is it Happy Gilmore? Or is it Little Nicky? Is it Little Nicky? I haven't watched an Adam Sandler movie in ages. Lollapalooza says, "Just purchased the Deer and Doe Brie. Lol, any tips and tricks?" It is very short in the dorso, so measure. Take all the back pieces. So you want the yoke, you want the center back piece, and then the waistband, and draw in the seam allowances on all of them. Measure the actual distance, not including the seam allowance for the yoke, the back piece, and the waistband, and see how long it is, because it really is meant to sit on your waist, and I had to add 2.5 inches to mine to get it to sit on my actual waist. Other than that, the instructions are brilliant. Tower plackets are awesome, but you want to do them in something like a cotton lawn or a chambray or anything but a viscose. If you do decide to attempt a tower placket in a viscose, interface it first with super lightweight interfacing, because you will even when you're cutting it out, it just wants to flop around and pretend to be water and just not be cut out straight. So interface a piece that's going to cut out the 2 tower placket pieces first, and interface that whole piece of fabric, then cut them out. I would cut them out one at a time, making sure that you mirror them. And then you want to get a marking tool that does disappear from your fabric and mark every single point, every bit of seam allowance, everything that you need to sew on those tower plackets, because having something to actually look at will work amazingly. But yeah, I love the Brouillé shirt, and I have one planned. Everything's backwards. I have one planned in this tartan. It's a brushed cotton mammoth check from Robert Kaufman. I have bought, I think, 2.5 meters. It was incredibly expensive, as was this Robert Kaufman fabric. And yeah, I'm so excited. And I bought that because of the sample that they'd made up in the promo for the Brouillé, and I was just like, oh, I want that. And it was the closest I could find color-wise, and it just happens to work quite well. So yeah, but love the Brouillé. And let us know how you get on with it. Yeah. Let us know how you get on with it. Joker Clee says, "It's Super Bowl Sunday, so I figured a football movie reference for the You Can Do It was appropriate. Lols. You can do it." I say that all the time. I have no idea where it's come from. You're saying it's hint, it's a remake of a Burt Reynolds movie? Oh no. I don't know. Catherine says, "I was struggling with even Microtex 70s needles with Liberty Cotton Poplin." Interesting, because my Liberty, I sewed that with a 70 regular, and it was fine, or at least I think it was fine. But like I said, I did change it anytime it started to sound dull. So yeah. Catherine says, "I have 60s, but they are too fine for the automatic needle threader." Oh yeah, this one, the automatic needle threader on this one only guarantees it will thread an 80 and above, and I tend to use 70s, so I've just gotten into the habit of just threading it myself. Vanessa says, "Hi Sean and Peeps, I'm a little bit behind on the live stream, so I'm not sure if this has been mentioned, but leather is a lot harder to come by in the UK since brevity, since Brexit, as each skin needs its own passport." Really? That's fascinating. I wonder if that's why Pittards struggled and have closed down. Fascinating. I didn't know that. Thank you for that, Vanessa. Sarah says, "Wi-Fi is acting up today." Oh no. Oh no. Nimue says, "I just got myself a hot chocolate with whipped cream from our coffee bar." Sean, maybe do. Sarah says, enjoyed watching your Make 18 the other day. Just wondering why you're planning to make so many solid coloured dresses despite not gravitating towards solids day to day. Because I have so much print. And I do have, there, I have an entire cubby hole of solid coloured suitings and denims and linens and stuff like that. And I want to make them up. I've bought them. I'm probably not. I bought 3 meters of this bright yellow cotton drill. Ooh. Oh, I showed this to the peeps the other day on the Zoom call. I'll show you again in a second as well. So I thought, I love this. It is so day glow. But I'm going to make a skirt, waistcoat, and a Sorrento jacket out of this. And then the Sorrento jacket is going to get lined with that on the body. And then the sleeves will be probably blue, if I can find some blue that works. But I have just, this is the last solid that I've bought. I have so much print, and I still have so much print to make up. But I want to be able to wear those prints and things like that. And so the other thing is, words are hard. I'm trying to get to my point. This is why I edit myself heavily, because like real life me is just a waffly mess. So I have a lot of print in my wardrobe, and I love wearing print, and prints don't tend to not go together too well, but I do tend to buy enough of a print fabric that I can make a big dress or a dress out of it, so that I can just wear that dress and not have to worry about print clashing or wearing other things with it. But I have also bought a fairly decent chunk of solid coloured things that I would like to make up. And I'm going to make, rather than make a lot of these into separates, I'm going to make a lot of them into dresses and jackets, or sometimes skirts and waistcoats, but I'm going to make them into things that I can wear over my dresses, my print dresses, so my print dress becomes a blouse, as it were. And I have a lot of them in there, so I tend to not prioritize making them. I tend to prioritize making the pretty prints over the top of my solid things. And it just means that some of my pieces in my wardrobe are limited to being worn one way. But so I've got some of these knit fabrics that I got from Pound Fabrics. Then thank you so much for the recommendation. I found also, if you guys remember, I was going to be buying 2 colorways of this. So this is the sample I got from Minerva Crafts. This is the 2 meters that I got from Pound Fabrics. This was £30 a meter. This was £12.99 a meter. They have a lot of colors listed, but not a lot of colors in stock. But I do kind of fancy going back and getting the dark chocolate brown of this as well, because I have I have bought I have bought some wool for Mum to knit me a chocolate brown cardigan, which would go really well with this collection, because I've also got some chocolate brown suede boots that I want to wear with this. But Mum doesn't enjoy knitting with dark colours, and she's knitted me a couple of black jumpers, never again, which is good because I don't wear black anymore anyway. She's also knitted me a navy jumper, which came out way too big, and she now has, which goes perfectly with one of her dresses, so that's fine. And like I said, I've bought dark chocolate brown wool to have a cardigan knitted, but she really doesn't enjoy, because she can't see easily what's going on, especially with all the cables and the interesting knitting that she likes to do. So yeah, I'm thinking maybe if I went back and bought a couple of meters of the chocolate brown one of this as well, that would be a good idea. But you've probably noticed the usual things that I tend to wear is a print dress and then a solid cardigan. But yeah, I'm trying to prioritize making versatile pieces that can be worn with lots of things for this year, because it will just make all of my prints that I have that much more versatile and be able to be worn in a couple of ways rather than just in one way. That's my theory anyway. That was a very long-winded answer, wasn't it? Joker Clee says, hint 2 of it's a remake of the Burt Reynolds movie. I don't know. Joker Clee says, you're going to kick yourself, lol. The Longest Yard, also starring James Cromwell as the warden. Thank you. I knew it was something like, I was going to say like the whole 9 yards or the last, but that's golf, isn't it? Isn't it? No, isn't the whole 9 yards? It's a fabric reference because apparently at a certain point in time, fabrics used to be woven in 9 yard lots, and so the whole 9 yards was referring to a garment made from that whole 9 yards. I think Dad had that as one of the questions in the quiz for the retreat. So yeah. Catherine says, mark the crap out of it, in fact, for the tower plackets. Yes. Lala Palooza says, thanks so much. Did you put in the front facing? It seems excessive. You have to, because of the way that the collar would otherwise be finished. And also it's kind of nice because when you turn back the front, if you don't wear it all buttoned all the way up to the top, you see the same fabric as the revere, like yeah, I liked it. It depends on how thick your fabric is though, so you might want to go for something else, but no, I did put the front facing in, although I'm sure there is a way of finishing the collar, because I think there's a collar stand, isn't there? So I'm sure you could probably just top stitch it all down, but I did put the front facing in. Catherine says, has anyone else tried the new raspberry hot chocolate, Hotel Chocolat hot chocolate? I rather like it. Oh, you've had it. You tried it. I was going to buy some, but I decided not to. It does look delicious though. Joker Cleese, I read that one. Claire says, good morning from bright, almost sunny Cheshire. Good morning. Joker Cleese says, speaking of Shall Made Me Do It, it's time for some medicinal chocolate. Lol, the question is strawberry, raspberry or mint? Black Forest Gatto, so cherry. I have medicinal chocolate too. Although I forgot to take the medicinals that I meant to have on a not empty stomach to take with it. Because I have the memory of a sieve. I would go for strawberry. Julie Elizabeth is here, says, Shan, I'm so sorry not to have answered your email about the retreat. Some unfortunate things have happened, and now instead of planning for going to a fun retreat, I have to stay home. So sorry. That's no worries at all, Julie. That's totally fine. Totally fine. There will be one next year, and it sounds like there's a fair decent amount of people coming to next year's one or planning to, so no worries at all. Jokingly says, raspberry medicinal lint chocolate. It is, lol, but only to keep the raspberry thing going. Nice. Catherine says, Shan, should I send you, Shan, a single pouch? That's very kind of you. If you wouldn't mind, I'm not going to say no, because I would love to try it without buying an entire box. That's very sweet of you, Catherine. Thank you. Yes, please. I was thinking, because I was gonna, so my monthly order is a box of the Black Forest Gatto, because I get 10 sachets of that, and then 2 pouches of the 70%, because you get a discount if you buy 2 pouches together. And it's just about lasting me the month. I have got a pouch, 1 hot chocolate, 1 drink left of the first pouch, and then I've got a second pouch to go. But Dad has started having some of the hot chocolates as well. We've decided we want to try and track down some hazelnut milk, because we think making it with that is just going to give us Ferrero Rocher chocolate, which is going to be delicious. If not, the almond milk is pretty much going to give the same flavour. We're going to go and look at the fancy supermarket and see if they have any hazelnut milk in there, because we can get it on Amazon, but you have to buy 6 litres of it for 15 quid, and that's like, I don't need 6 litres. But I'm thinking of adding a couple of pouches of the mint chocolate, because I love that one and Mum and Dad do not. But they both like the dark one, so I'm thinking they can have the dark one and then I can have the mint one, and then we'd all be happy. So that's what I'm thinking. Yes. Oh, rubbish. I am going to try and remember where I put my bag interfacing, because I can't see it around here. Catherine says there's no raspberry emoji, sad face. No, there isn't, is there? There should be. The strawberry one. Raspberries would be easy to do. Yeah. Yeah. Where did I put that interfacing? I know I need some more, but I'm going to go to Hellacy's, like I said, and get some from there. This is going to be an expensive shopping list. Worth it though, because it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bags. 5 bags. Base computer. And Ari says, would this work as a raspberry emoji face? Catherine says, speaking of facings, I'm very proud of myself. I drafted a welt pocket to go inside the front facing of my partner's coat. Nice. Very nice. Very nice indeed. So all I've got left to do now is really actually just cut out the fabric for the lining, but I've put all the boxes that you sit on away, so I don't think I'm going to do that now. I'm going to do that later. Oh, I need to go and order that more of that as well, to so I can finish that coat. I need 2 meters of it, and then I need probably more of the velvet. So I need to buy like 3 velvets from Textile Express. Yeah, one for the green coat, one for the cream coat, and one for the green silk dress. All the velvets. My little brain's going off on tangents now. All of the things. All of the things. Catherine's put it up in the Peeps group. Let's have a look. Coat. Oh, you did. Oh, pretty. Oh, I like that lining. Very cool. Very cool. Nice. That's brilliant. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Nice. Lollapalooza says, off to buy fabric with my new gained knowledge. Nice. Nimoy says, I'm starting to feel I didn't sleep well last night. I have 4 more hours to go until I can go home. Sad face. No. Catherine says, the lining is more of the jacquard from Fabworks. I saw that one. I do like it. I do like it a lot. I was trying to talk Mum into something a little more funky than the Griffins, but she went for Griffins. So, yeah. Yeah. I think I need to call it a day. I think my brain has, like the little windy clock on the inside of my head has kind of like wound down, and we're running out of power now. It's been 2 hours of waffle though, and I did get what I wanted to do done I said I was going to do bag prep, and I have done bag prep, so feeling good about that. Aaron says, good morning from Virginia. Good morning. Jokingly says, hooks up caffeine drip to Nimoy's veins so she has enough energy to last the rest of the day. The hamster's falling asleep, is it? Lol. Yes. Yes, it is. Yes. And Ari says, Year of the Dragon. Yes, it is. Happy Lunar New Year. Gong Ho Fa Shoi. I think that's correct. Yeah, Lunar New Year. Wow. Wow. Year of the Dragon. One of the dragons. I can't believe I've lived here for 10 years now. 10 years yesterday. That's mad. That's a decade of my life down here. Oh, yeah. And Ari says, Happy Lunar New Year, peeps. You too. Lisa says, thanks for this morning, Sean. You're welcome. Thank you for joining us. Joker Clee says, I am the dragon. Hear me roar. Sleep sounds. Auntie Blade says, perfect timing. I have finished all of my charting for the weekend. Nimue says, thank you, Joker, please. I'll definitely make more tea later. Aaron says, today is cranking socks on my circular sock machine. Ooh, nice. Nice. Yes, I think I am going to go and cut out the lining for this bag, see if I can dig out some interfacing, then place an order for all the bits and pieces that I need. And then go from there, I think. Because I really ought to start sewing the 9076. I've got it cut out and it's ready to go. But I kind of want to sew this bag. I could probably get the bag done in a day, to be fair, and then 9076 is going to be a couple of days. So I could spend the rest of today working on the bag. Although I haven't got swivel clasps for this bag, so I wouldn't be able to do the shoulder strap. Words are hard. I can do the rest of the bag except for the shoulder strap because I have everything except the swivel clasps and the strap ends. But I've ordered those. They're already I ordered those yesterday. So they're going to be on their way probably tomorrow. So Hot's pretty quick with their shipping. So yeah. Yeah. And Harry says for Joker, please. Dragon, lemon, pineapple, pineapple, lemon, pineapple, lemon, pineapple, lemon, pineapple, lemon, pineapple, lemon, pineapple, lemon, pineapple. Joker Clue says, woohoo! Lol, speaking of pineapples and lemons, anyone hear from Darcy lately? I miss my partner in crime. Well, I haven't seen her. Hopefully she is good. Lisa says, I'm off to feed the Prince of Darkness of black foster kitties called Larry, who is a total darling love muffin. Oh, he has 6 toes on each foot. Oh, so cute. So cute. So cute. Yeah, so I'm going to spend the rest of the day probably making a bag because I'm naughty and I'm doing things that I shouldn't, but I'm excited about it. And I obviously need to announce the bag by the end of February for the retreat peeps. So it's not naughty. It's a necessity. So yeah, let's do that. Anyway, I hope you have enjoyed. Thank you for hanging out with me today. There will be some videos coming out next week. I need to film them. And I am currently looking slightly terrifying because I have my eyebrows tattooed again on Tuesday and they're starting to zebra up and crack. So I'm not sure when I'm going to film those videos. I might put out the Halston skirt video instead because that is majority filmed. It just needs a voiceover and some drafting footage put in. So that might be the next video that you get because otherwise this is going to be looking very scary. So yes, there will be the Zoom hangout at either Wednesday or Thursday, hopefully Wednesday. And there will be another live hangout next Sunday. So I hope you all enjoyed. It's been lovely hanging out with you and I will see you all very soon. Bye.